If you ever find your players looking blankly at you after a long description, take it as a subtle hint to try and improve your storytelling. While there are a lot of skills you can hone as a dungeon master, storytelling is one of the most important. Like any skill, it's hard to get better if you don't know how you need to improve. Today we're going to focus on 2 simple ideas that should instantly improve your storytelling and liven up your game: duration and relevance. You've likely spent a long time preparing for your game. Whether you're running a module or created your own content, you're no doubt excited to share it with the players. While there's a ton of information you'd love to give to your players right away, you can't do it all at once. If you want a better game, keep descriptions short and to the point. No matter how detailed a scene is in your head, brevity matters in D&D. Don't keep describing when you see your players are ready to take action. A long description essentially acts as a barrier to your players and stops them in their tracks. Instead, give your players a smaller description and let them ask for more information based on what's important to them and their characters. If your player asks you about the specific materials of the stonework in a dungeon, that's when you tell them. It matters to that player and their character in that moment. If your players don't ask about things, you don't need to throw out your descriptions. Instead, you can drip feed them to your players. When describing a player's actions, you can sprinkle in a bit of flavor along the way. This keeps the game moving forward and improves the overall flow of gameplay. Those of you familiar with Chekhov's gun know that if you introduce an element into the story, it should usually be relevant to the plot. It's a fantastic dramatic principle for making your writing better and helps you produce a narrative that doesn't waste your players' time. Despite an urge to describe everything in your D&D world, sticking to relevant descriptions is important in-game. When many DMs start out, they have an intense urge to describe everything in the world. Creating new worlds and making dungeons is fun, and getting to share that world with your players is exciting. The flaw here is that D&D, like any story, is plot-based. Players expect items presented to be relevant to that plot. To make your game better, pare down descriptions on things in the world that aren't relevant to the unfolding scenario your players are in. Just like with pacing, you can sprinkle description when players ask for it. Our own DMing improved dramatically by doing this, and yours can too. If you fill your world with interesting doodads and baubles, you may find players trying things that make no sense. They'll be inclined to hold on to worthless items just because you describe them. Players naturally try to interact with every decorative set piece. When this happened to us, we thought it was our players. But the real truth is that the problem was our love of over-describing and a failure to remove non-relevant set pieces from our game. By breaking your descriptions down into digestible chunks and cleaning out irrelevant story elements, you'll immediately see the pacing and engagement of your game pick up. No matter where you are in your game, these principles can be applied immediately, and you can start seeing results in your very next session. If you want to keep improving your DM skills, check out our other videos. Subscribe to the channel and consider supporting us on Patreon. Happy DMing!